A very good morning to all students. How are you all? I hope you all are good and fine. From last two classes, I was just doing revisions with you of the chapters. But today we are going to do revisions of some question answers, fill in the blanks and other from all the chapters that we have completed till now. Why do we need food? So on just short notice, I'm going to explain some questions about all the chapters that we have did. Now the first question comes, why do we need food? You know what is food and why food is important for us. We need food because it provides us energy for performing various activities. It also provides us nutrient needed for the growth of the body. It prevents the body from various diseases. So it is these all are the important things why we need food. Next question comes, list any 3 uses of cotton. Why cotton is useful? Miss, what are the uses of cotton we can say? Cotton fabrics are used to make shirts, t-shirts, towels, suit, jeans, etc. Cotton pads are used in hospitals. Cotton is used as filler in mattresses and pillows. You know that is what is filler? That in mattresses and pillows, that the one who used to fill up this cottons so that we are taking on the daily basis that pillows. Third one is, what is a balanced diet? The diet which contains all the components of food required by the body in adequate quantity is called a balanced diet. That is, the foods which we are taking must contain all the components that should take care of our body. The next question comes, name the group of animals based on the type of food they eat. As we are just continuing with the chapter, we know many animals were there, many different kinds of animals we are looking after, while those who ate different types. First one, herbivores, carnivores and omnivores, scavengers and decomposers are the group of animals based on the type of food they eat. Now the next question. Write down the advantages of synthetic fibers. What are the synthetic fibers? We know very well that these are the fibers which are obtained from chemical substance. So advantage of these fibers are, the advantage of synthetic fibers are as follows. They are stronger than natural fibers. Second, they are easy to wash and maintain. They do not get wrinkles but dry easily. These fibers are flame resistant and waterproof. These are the some important advantage of synthetic fiber. Next comes a short note on obesity. What does that obesity means? That means being too fat. Means as we are going day by day too fat, it is not good for our health also. The total mass of a body increases and the person is said to suffer from obesity. The excess weight puts extra pressure on the heart and increases the chance of person developing heart problems. This excess fat also causes the problems of high cholesterol and also slows down the flows of blood. So this happens when a person is suffering from obesity. The blood pressure increases, which causes extra, as we are just putting up weights, it causes pressure on the heart, and the pressure has been created, the chances can develop heart problem. So to overcome this problem, we have to maintain our body weight too. This is a short note on obesity. Next number comes, what are natural fibers? Explain with examples. Natural fibers are obtained from plants, animals. There are two types of natural fibers, that is plant fibers and animal fibers. Example, cotton, jute, silk and wool are natural fibers, as cotton and jute being plant fibers and wool and silk as from animal fibers. Next comes, explain the statement, repulsion is a sure test of magnetism. This I have already discussed you earlier, that if we want to just suggest that whether the magnet is properly done or not, it is that we should take, even that a magnetic substance is attracted by both the poles of a magnet. Okay, the unlike poles of the magnet also attract each other, and like poles of the magnet repel each other. Thus, a magnet always attracts a piece of magnetic substance and unlike pole of another magnet, and a magnet repels another magnet if their like poles are brought nearer. Therefore, it proves repulsion is a sure test of magnetism. So, what does it happen when we are taking two poles? When we are taking two magnets and we are just bringing the magnets poles, unlike poles, if unlike poles are bringing, so there will be attraction. If like poles are coming, then there will be repulsion, and this proves that unlike attract each other and like poles repel each other. This is the just, we can say that repulsion is the sure test for the magnetism. Next question comes, write down any 5 uses of magnets. There are several uses of magnets are as follows. They are used to separate magnetic substances from a mixture. Second, mariner's compass was used to find the directions in the oceans. Cycle dynamo uses a permanent magnet to produce electricity. Temporary magnets are used in electric door bells. Temporary magnets are used in telephones. These all are the some important uses of magnets that we are going to use in our daily lives. Number 10. Explain food chain with the help of example. What does this food chain means? All food chain starts with produces, that is green plants. Thus all animals and are directly or indirectly depend on plants for food. This chain of eating and being eaten is called a food chain. Thus, a simple food chain can be given as producer, primary producer and the primary consumer and the primary consumer. Like that, example: grass, grasshopper, rat, snake, eagle. So what is it? Food chain? This is a chain created by the consumers or the producers with them. We know that small plants are eaten by small herbivores type of animals. They used to have it, and when they consume these small plants, and after that they are becoming or they are consumed by the secondary consumers. Like that, grass is just taken by grasshopper. Then grasshopper, we can say small insect, is taken by rat. After then rat is eaten by snake, and then snake is eaten by eagle. This is a chain created by animals. They are also in water. Water plants are eaten by small fish, and small fish are eaten by big fish. Thereon, this chain goes on continuously. Now, the next comes: name any 3 states of in India where cotton is grown on large scale. Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan are 3 states in India where cotton is grown on large scale. What are dairy products? Products made from milk are known as dairy products. Products made from milk are known as dairy products. Some common dairy products which we use in our daily life are cheese, cream, butter, ghee, curd, etc. So, with the dairy products, what do you mean? These are the products which are usually prepared out of milk, and these are the some common used products that we are using at home. That is cheese, cream, butter, ghee, curd, etc. Okay. Now the next question comes: write a short note on the discovery of the magnet. This is a simple story. You know that previously, Miss, as you are studying, have you started, Miss, just studying about magnet? You can know that there was a shepherd. He used to go, with his cattle to graze for grazing. There he found a rock where he sticked out. Then he didn't find that the we can say from the rock it is touched, the stick of his tip of the stick has been touched, and it was not moving by pressurizing. So after very we can say observation, it one concluded that the rock is in the form of magnet, and it was named just after that shepherd. So about 4000 years ago, the first magnet was discovered by a Greek shepherd named Manganus. While grazing his sheep, he carried a stick with an iron tip. One day he was herding his sheep in an area of northern Greece called Magnesia. His stick touched a black rock. As he tried to remove it, it did not come off easily. The scholars researched more about the rock and found that it had the property of attraction from they named the rock magnetite after the name of the shepherd. So this was a story that I have told you. How does it occurs, and what does the name of the rock, and what after whose name this names put out. So this was a simple formula, we can say, or short note for the discovery of magnet. Now the next is differentiate between herbivorous, omnivorous and carnivorous. Herbivorous. Those animals which eat only plant and plant products are called herbivorous, such as cow, horse, elephant, sheep, squirrel, etc. Omnivorous. Those animals which eat both plants and flesh of other animals are called omnivorous. And examples are bear, crow, dog, human beings, etc. Now, carnivorous. From the word carnivorous, it seems that these animals which only eat flesh of other animals like that lion, tiger, eagle, vulture, etc. are known as carnivorous. Now 15th. Explain how magnets can be demagnetized. Demagnetize, how can we make a magnet without just performing any activities and it can be demagnetized. The process of destroying the magnetic properties of an activity is called demagnetization of magnet, and a magnet can be demagnetized by the following ways. Means there are some ways how we can demagnetize the magnet. First, dropping from a height. If we drop that substance, it loses its magnetic properties. Hitting with a hammer. If continuously we are going to hit it again and again, maybe it loses its property. Applying heat, too much heat, that it can lose its properties of magnet. Keeping two magnets side by side with like poles next to each other, and improper storage can also cause lost magnetic properties. And if we are just store improperly, then also magnetic properties are lost. So these are some questions that we have done in revision. Now we are going to have revisions with filling the blanks. Green plants are called food factories. Green plants are the food factories through which they are just preparing their food. Next, the green pigment in the leaves is known as chlorophyll. I think each and everyone knows about photosynthesis, and during photosynthesis a pigment is used and that is called chlorophyll. Next, the process of obtaining and utilization food by the body is called nutrition. Nutrition is the process by which as the food is utilized or obtained by the body. There are two types of nutrition: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic, that means auto means automatically they prepare by their own self, and heterotrophic depends on others. The structure in cells that contains chlorophylls are called stomata. The living organisms from which a parasite derives its food is called the host. Green plants are called food factories as they can prepare their own food. Vitamin B12 is not found in food obtained from plants. Vitamin B12 is not found in food obtained by plants. We eat the eggs of duck and hens. Honey is a rich source of carbohydrates, vitamins and minerals. Honey is a rich source of carbohydrates, minerals and vitamins. Food helps us to repair the worn out cells and tissues. Food consumed at a particular time of a day is called meal. The animals who eat only plants are called herbivores. Plants and animals are the main source of our food. Deficiency of iodine leads to goiter. Proteins are body building food. Night blindness is a disease caused by the deficiency of vitamin A. Carbohydrate consists of starch and sugar. A fiber obtained from insect, that is silk. Acrylic or acrylic is a synthetic lightweight warm fiber similar to wool. Hand operated handlooms are called handlooms. In the ancient time, people used bark of leaves or big size leaves to cover their bodies. Rayon and linen are synthetic fibers. The process of removing wool from sheep is called shearing. Magnetic compass is an instrument used to find directions. Magnet is a term derived from magnesia. Like poles repel and unlike poles attract each other. Magnets that are not natural are called artificial magnets. Magnetic poles are strongest at the poles of the magnets, not at the center. Synthetic fibers are obtained from chemical substance. So today we have completed some question answers and fill in the blanks related to the chapters that we have completed within this one. This was a revision work for your today, and the fill in the blanks that I have completed, 30 fill in the blanks are there. You have to complete this slowly, being for today's work assignment that you have to complete this, and 15 questions a day, 5 per day you have to do after that on the daily basis. So I hope there is no inquiry about this chapter or about this revision work which we have done today. So go through it thoroughly and have a nice day. Thank you dear.